What was that?
Okay, Viva week 5, I think.
Week 5,
So,
yeah.
what have we done for this week? We looked at Michael Chekhov, who's a practitioner, and he mainly focuses on using your energy and your mind to follow what you think is going to happen or what you want to do, and just going with it. We read the rest of the pronoun script and performed some scenes today from it, which was really fun. In voice, we did our normal rehearsals, but also we learned about our stage presence and how we should come across to the audience and have fun with it to make it seem more believable. We started looking at street dance, and also we went over our ballet technique again.
So, yeah, this week I think, mainly focused on pronoun. We focused it on today, I think Tuesday, I think it was. That was pretty cool. I wasn't in for the Wednesday, so it was cool to actually look at it first. We went through all the scenes to get a good understanding of where everything is, which is pretty cool. I think generally, once you know the whole script, you kind of get to grips more with the characters and who they are and such. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, and then today we performed our scenes, which went really well according to peer feedback. Apart from a couple of things like space, use of space, and not being afraid to be still and have that still moment. So, yeah. We looked at Michael Chekhov, and we looked at his 4 elements. Was it 4 elements? Things?
I don't know. No, that was the... Was it? Oh, what for ease?
Yeah, you got ease, form...
Sense of whole and beauty.
Sense of whole and beauty, yeah. And so we're able to kind of explore that, which I didn't really enjoy. Ooh. Oh, wow. Sorry. Yeah, which I didn't really enjoy. Yeah, it was just a bit pants.
Oh, that's good. Shall we just move on? Okay.
Move on.
How will this help with the goals of
No, I'm finished yet.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We looked at yeah, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, a bit too spiritual for me, so I was a bit like, no. Looked at sorry, we looked at Frantic Assembly with Gavin. Looked at a couple of activities with him. We looked at gravity, so having us in 4 chairs and kind of using kind of ups and downs. It's really cool. It looked kind of like, it reminded me a bit of, you got like a child that won't sit still and a mother trying to always kind of give you.
It was weird.
It was weird, but it looked pretty cool, especially when you pictured it in a certain scenario. It looked really cool. And we also looked at challenging presumption, so we changed the music to kind of a more angry or more fast-paced music. Looked at energy, having more energy with our movements. A number of people as well. We took some people out to see how we could improvise and how to make that work, which is pretty cool. Wow. I think also with challenging presumption is shown in pronoun when you've got mum and dad and you've got them, the genders reversed. So a boy plays mum and a girl plays dad. I think that's pretty cool, challenging presumption. Just because it kind of emphasises different points. For instance, pronouns can emphasise in the emotional. Doesn't matter what gender you are, kind of you still play that part, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we looked at the chairs and moving the chairs with Michael Chekhov, but yeah, and how we can use that as kind of objects as our. We also looked at the body being one.
Yeah,
the body just being kind of one
that
thing.
Was weird to me.
And energy, it's just really weird.
I didn't get it at all. It sort of made sense, but it was really, really weird.
It was yeah, that was a funny one. We also looked at Stanislavski with our pronoun script, and we looked at 10 keys. We didn't look at 10 keys. We looked at one of them, which was given circumstance. So we were able to filter through and look at, because it helps us give a better understanding of the character, and kind of help us to really get to grips and have an all-round understanding of the characters, to really get into their person and characterization and such. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'd have Stanislavski before, so it's kind of cool to really look into what he's doing in his whole realism and naturalism thing. What else did we do? Obviously, yeah, street dance. You know, street dance sounds pretty funky. I've passed in street dance, break dance, so that's pretty cool to go back to that. So that's like, routine was alright.
Street dance is weird to me.
It was alright actually, but some of it was a bit like, I want to dance. This is not dancing.
It was like the first time I even bothered trying it. It was weird to me, but it was really fun.
It was really fun.
And making the powerful moves instead of just like when in ballet it's like
Yeah, I prefer it over
really
ballet because
slow.
ballet is very
really slow.
Yeah.
So with what you've done, how will this help with the goals of the term? Well, I know we are going to be devising in the future, and most of the things like street dance and ballet, we get a lot of different types of moves, like fast or soft, and that creates a lot of different emotions to the audience. But also the feedback we got from our peers in the pronoun scenes, that is really helpful.
Yeah.
Because I know I need to work on my projection, and everyone called me out for it basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I need to work on that, but also the space we use, and even the compliments that we got about what was good, about our character or something, that gives you more confidence to go forward and
definitely
do a lot of different other things as well. Even if it's something you don't want to do, they're telling you that you're good at something, so you're going to try another thing, and it's going to just keep moving forward.
So, I think we're aiming to actually perform a piece. We're actually going to perform pronoun later on, so it was really cool to really jump in the deep end, learn a scene, and really get to grips with what we need, what we want to focus on, what we don't want to focus on, which is really cool. Obviously, later on, we're actually going to perform other stuff, so it's really cool to. We've got the divided techniques kind of down already, so now it's kind of just doing things like challenging presumption, which is kind of like exploring how we can perform things differently and make it more unique and better, more maybe more powerful in certain senses. So that's pretty good, and that's pretty cool on how we're going to use that in the future. And yeah, like I said, street dance and break dance, we're learning different dances, see different ideas and different basically just different ideas. So when we actually go and do something, we could add a street dance with a ballet twist or something, and we can just really create loads of stuff from.
And can you link some of your skills from one lesson and apply it to another? So with what we learned from Michael Chekhov, I think all what we did with him was to follow your instinct and what was called the impulse to do something. I think that would help in what we did with Gavin with the chairs and challenging presumption. So when Rafe and Chris got taken out of our scene, so they had to improvise a lot of what they were doing, and it did look really hard to do because there's a big space between them. And with Chekhov, it's about following your body and just doing something as soon as you get the impulse to do it. So with that links to improvisation really well. Just go and do something. Don't think about it. Just do it and see how it goes, and just keep carrying that one.
Yeah, definitely. What was the question?
Linking, basically.
Linking, yeah. I think definitely the acting, because I think our week so far has kind of been very acting based. So it's really cool to get stuff from Michael Chekhov, and kind of I didn't really enjoy Michael Chekhov. I think that lesson about him, about the stuff that we did. But I think there is something I did get out of it, which was physicality. And really, if your body is one, don't kind of think, move my arm, just say move this whole thing, this whole side of me. So the idea of oneness and your body being one thing is pretty cool to think about when you're doing stuff like what our piece was.
Our piece was nice.
Our piece was good, yeah. But the lighting was brilliant as well, so pucker. So it's basically just doing dance, and especially the stuff that we learned today, the criticisms, we can then carry that through to different acting sessions, and we can really apply them to really kind of see what we need to improve on from there and just really ace it. Go for it.
So, what are you needing to develop to achieve your goals for the term? So as I said earlier, I need to work on my projection in general, like getting it out there and having the confidence to speak louder, because I don't hear myself as being quiet, but apparently others do, so I know I need to work on that. In ballet, I just don't enjoy it at all.
No,
and
same.
So during lessons, as soon as Jamie turns around, I just stop doing what I'm doing. I just don't bother. So I just don't want to do it. So I really need to change my perception and my mindset on ballet, and just get on with it and deal with it, so I can get better at what I do. And also, my flexibility is still not where I'd want it to be, obviously, but I have noticed it is improving, like with the stretches. Like, I can at least reach down to my ankle now, when it was only like towards my shin or something. So I am getting better at most of the things we're doing.
Yeah, I'm noticing my crunches. I think I'm getting stronger with my crunches. I haven't actually done that much outside of session, but yeah, I do actually want to pick up on that. Yeah, flexibility, core strength. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy ballet much. I don't really enjoy ballet much, but I can, if I have it there and I know how to do certain things, I know it definitely helps with physicality. Knowing if you know a ballet kick, you can then definitely apply it in certain cases with jazz and that. So just, yeah, I think ballet for me, I kind of just accept it and just take it on board for physicality purposes instead of just, this is ballet, you know. So, yeah, aims. Yeah, basically physicality. Maybe better physicality. Space, using more space. With a criticism from drama, using pronoun acting. See, more space and not be afraid of stillness because I'm quite moody. I don't like to sit still for very long.
Starting acting this week. This week has been a lot of criticism and compliments as well. It's actually really helpful with all the criticisms we get. It's not necessarily knocking you for it, saying you're bad at this. It's just what you do with them negatives that you get, and whether you work on them or just let them hit you down.
Yeah.
And I think it's really helpful to do what we're doing, especially this week.
Yeah, it's been really good this week. We done?
Yay!
Week 4 done.
5.
Is it 5? Oh, it's 5. Isn't it?
Cool, sweet.